Your device is requested to listen to the Two Factor podcast.
Samantha has just snatched the crown, and no, not off someone's head. We're talking best makeup of 2025. She's unbothered, unmatched, and unapologetic. She's not just slaying looks, she's slaying the entire damn industry. And she's joining me today. How are you feeling?
Excited.
Excited, a bit nervous?
No, I think I'm okay now.
Yeah, you're okay? Okay, cool. I gotta settle in.
Unbothered.
Okay, we feel unbothered. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I wanted to know, is this your first time being on a podcast?
Yes, I've had a few scheduled, but they
Yes.
didn't go through. There was
Okay.
international ones. The timing was just insane.
Yeah,
So-
you know.
Yes,
You're
you're my
baddie.
first.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of how I structured podcast. I kind of
Okay.
already sent this to you anyway, but so we kind of go the hot takes. Okay, obviously being a leading expert in the industry, so I'd love to know what your hot take is.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily have to be limited to industry as well. It could literally be anything.
Yeah.
Scams, and I've got some questions that we can navigate it through, and then obviously some actionable steps for some other aspiring makeup artists or anyone who kind of wants to get into the industry in sort of any sort of level, amateur to professional, because you've killed the game. That you like doing like 40-person masterclass, like what, next week?
I think so. 2 weeks from
2
now.
weeks from now, yes. I swear, like this year has
Oh
been
my
milked
God,
out. Like
why
there's
is
no
it
tomorrow.
June?
Why is it June? But also, how we been in June for like 5 months? Like, you know what I mean? Do you ever feel like
Yeah.
January went for ages too? Yeah, but so let's just like jump right in. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So obviously we're gonna start with the hot takes. Samantha, what is your hot take on, I would say, the makeup and beauty industry? Like, what's something that kind of like grinds your gears, or like you would say is not your common opinion about it?
Okay. Maybe not so much common. Well, maybe it's a little too common actually. Something that really grinds my gears.
Yeah, grind.
Girl.
Yeah.
Like grind to a
Yeah.
fine line. Okay, so makeup artists that are charging $40 for makeup.
Okay, tell me about that, because especially for someone who is starting out, right?
Yeah.
Like they might be like, no, like I'm still learning. They might be under like an apprenticeship. Is that correct? Like,
So when I started makeup over 10 years ago, I was charging $50 for makeup and hair. These were my first clients, so it was totally reasonable to charge a little bit, right? But then there's people that like do not ever put up their price,
Yeah.
so it's constantly like just hiding under the $100 mark. And then so clients right now that want to book, I totally understand there's financial strain, there's a lot of hardship right now. But they're fishing around for prices and they just end up going to the cheapest.
Yeah.
And then so that makes us in the industry that are considered a luxury service, we can't charge any more than $150 for makeup now.
Yeah.
I was charging like $300 for makeup before, just makeup only, standard makeup.
Yeah.
And now that's a laughable price because there's people out there charging $40.
Yeah.
And those girls are getting booked.
Yeah,
like
that's the
they're
thing.
booked from 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. back to back.
And would you say the quality is like relatively the same? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because you
See.
have like price, obviously, and I like that you actually called it a luxury item. I haven't thought of it in that way before. It's so true. Like when you go to book an artist, like it's something that,
Yeah.
you know, it's like usually people do it for like a special occasion,
Yeah.
right? And then you've got like, okay, how do you compare price with the quality? Because I wouldn't say it's, is it different? Like what do you?
Very much so. So
Okay.
like you said, you're booking an artist. Think
Yeah.
of us like Picasso. We're doing art on your face. This is not easy. How would I know how to do makeup on your face and her face and her face? Everyone has a different face. So the laws of makeup don't apply to everyone exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it's a specialty. So it's a luxury. I come to you. I also have very expensive products, and
Yeah.
that's where it comes to the difference between a $40 makeup artist
Yeah.
and a luxury makeup artist who charges whatever.
Yeah.
I use expensive brands. I make sure I quality test the product on myself
Yeah.
as well. So I'll be using Chanel, Gucci, like only the good stuff. I could buy the entire line of Chanel, but is all of it good? No. MAC is amazing. There's some of my favorite brands like MAC, NARS, Huda. These are great brands. But the $40 and the cheaper makeup artists, they're using Shein makeup.
Yeah.
Shein makeup or clearance makeup, whatever that they can get for cheap. Not all of them. I'm not throwing everyone under the bus today. but Shein makeup in particular, I know a lot of people use it, but I'm actually afraid of it because there's no quality testing. There's no guarantee which factory it's made in, what conditions it's made under. Is there rats running around in it? Like,
Yeah.
what's in it?
That's so funny because, like, would you say like, because I see it on TikTok, right? Like people trying out Shein makeup, but like I didn't realize people use it outside that recommendation.
Yeah, makeup artists are using it. Some of it's really good.
Like, well, like shimmers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and blushes and whatnot. Like, I don't own it, but people
Mm-hmm.
are telling me to buy it. The only thing I own from Shein makeup-wise is one really glittery eyeshadow, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I love it, but I still don't know what it's made out of
Mm.
or how it was made. So, you know, your face is your everything.
Yeah.
So, are you
It
willing
really
to
is.
risk that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of makeup artists are very unhygienic as well. They'll be like using the lipstick out of the bottle, and they'll put the applicator on your mouth and then put it back in the bottle.
Yeah.
Someone did it to me the other day. I had my makeup done, and oh my God, I almost fainted.
Yeah, and probably as a makeup artist, you're probably like cringing and icking out.
And
as
I
well.
can't say anything because I don't want to be that bitch.
Yeah,
that
but girl, you gotta be. Yeah,
I don't
gotta
want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, of course you can,
oh,
girl.
So sorry.
Swear all you
I
want.
was like, I'm
You
a medical professional. I do not
we love
swear.
That. She's so bad. All right. Well, the thing that I also have been seeing a lot online is this idea, like when you get your makeup done, they're so passionate about it being perfect, right? So do you believe that the beauty industry is too obsessed with like perfection, right? People want to look like a filter.
Yes.
Are we raising a generation that's allergic to kind of, okay, well, at the end of the day, you're going to have texture. It's going to be there. It doesn't matter how much you cake on. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the problem here is people don't realize you can have a filter-like skin if your skincare routine is good.
Okay.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be expensive skincare as long as it's the right skincare for your face and your skin. People who neglect their skincare will often be the ones that come up with bad makeup, flaky makeup, and it looks really unrealistic. You can have good skin and have flawless makeup. It's just your artist and your skincare. You can't be like, never use moisturizer in your life, and then you come to me and like, oh my God, make me Jennifer Lopez and like give me flawless skin. And then I see that like whatever I put on your face is just sliding off because your skin has a specific barrier on there that kind of develops when you never use moisturizer. It's like a hardened protective layer. So literally it's just skincare. You can look gorgeous and flawless. You just need good skincare.
So what are your thoughts then when like someone comes to you and they've essentially, you know, they're having a bad skin day or like a pimples come up? Like you must feel like an immense amount of pressure because they probably like cover it up because it's a luxury service. They're probably booking it for like a wedding or like a special occasion. Like how do you feel like having to put that pressure on your shoulders? Because it's, again, the face is the face.
Exactly.
It's
I think with my like so many years of experience now, I'm not fazed by anything.
Okay.
I just tell the person the truth because then it lowers their expectations of you and it lowers everyone's stress level. So for example, pimples, they're like, erase my pimples. I can't erase it, but I can cover it with foundation to make it look like it's almost not there.
Yeah.
In the right angles, it will be unnoticeable. But, you know, if it's sticking out this way and you face the camera dead on and it's like sticking out, you're going to see it. But if you're facing this way, you know, it's covered with the foundation. So, you know, you can cover it, but it's not going to be gone. So that's what I tell them. Be realistic.
Yeah.
What's on your face will be on your face. What I can do is just put a small cover over it and make it more flawless.
Okay. Yeah. No, I love that. Okay. So you know how you talked about you love using the good stuff. We love the good quality, and sometimes quality comes with expensive stuff. I really want your take on though, like drugstore dupes and luxury makeup.
Yeah.
Is it all the same, or do you actually think that's different marketing? Like we obviously Shein, but like, you know, you look at things like Elf and I'm trying to think of another one like L'Oreal and Rimmel, like stuff that you can get at the chemist, right? And then you've got obviously your brands like Dior, where you know the packaging's beautiful. Like, do you believe there actually is a sublime difference, or
It's all fucking bullshit.
okay, yeah,
So many companies
Yeah.
are one big umbrella company.
yeah,
And they've got all the branches of makeup. So they've got the luxury makeup, like the Estee Lauder, the Dior, all of that jazz. And then you come down and you've got your drugstore makeup, all made in the same factory with the same ingredients, just packaged differently. And I know the cost of creating makeup because I've got my own makeup line.
yeah. So this is so funny because when I saw you for the first time, I was like, oh my God, I've literally forgot my lip liner. Girl came in clutch. But I told you, marketing, okay? She saw me struggling. She was like, girl, like use this. And then I see that it's literally Samantha's like brand. And then I was like, okay, like low key, tell me like, what is the celebrity brand that you're like, ew, not right now? And you're like, Kylie. And I know this because you told me that your stuff is still made in the same like vicinity of Kylie Cosmetics. And I thought that was so interesting. I was like, you know, like a big tycoon like Kylie, you know, become a billionaire like, I don't know, like 22, 23. And then she's using the exact same like factory as someone else that can have access to it. Look, I thought that was so interesting.
Yeah. So, but that's the same thing. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to say was there's luxury makeup, La Mer and whatever, Gucci and whatnot.
Yeah.
The price tag is really high, but does it work? Not necessarily. 2, it has the same ingredients as something cheaper that you can get.
Yeah.
And, 3, it's all a big marketing scam.
Yeah.
And they're making billions from it.
Yeah. What would you say, like, on average, without exposing too much, like, what do you think the markup actually is? Like, is it literally like, well, what would you
Like
actually
200%.
Wow. Okay.
It just depends what it is.
Yeah.
Like the La Mer, okay, I can't throw La Mer under the bus because, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
But it's very, very, very expensive. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, let's talk about actually Amore Pacific. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No, tell
but
me.
I used to work at Mecca a while ago.
Yeah.
And there was a bottle of cream or like a serum or something. It was $1,000.
1,000?
$1,000.
What, like, it has to be like what? Like a litre worth?
No, it was like, I don't know, maybe 50 ml. But their gimmick or marketing of it was it will age you back 10 years if
love
you
that
use
claim.
it. And I was
So
like,
we're doing some voodoo shit out here?
yeah.
Right.
So I took some samples because like they encourage us at Mecca to try the products, see how it works on you. And if it gives a result, then you can give your authentic experience to your customers. So I tried it and I was like, I don't look 10 years younger. I still look 21.
What are you going to look 11? What's going on here? What's
Exactly
going on?
what I wrote that on my Instagram. I was like,
That's
going to try this cream, going to be 11 tomorrow,
Yeah,
guys.
that's so funny. Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
it's just the same stuff that you would get from like
$1,000.
L'Oreal or Korean skincare that's
Yeah.
just marketed so heavily.
Yeah.
And like, unless they can tell me exactly why they're selling it for $1,000, I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, $1,000. The fact that Mecca was like, oh yeah, like, you know what's so funny though? That's the thing. Like people want to come in. It's also a marketing strategy to put the price so high.
Yeah.
You know when people like, remember Summer Fridays? Like everyone was $40 for a lip gloss, and then
Yeah.
people went and bought it. Just like, oh, is this $40 lip gloss or a lip balm even good?
Yeah.
Someone still gave their bag. Like
It's not in my bag right now.
yeah. Oh, it's not like it's. What do you? No, I love that.
I love it.
I
It smells really good.
It's.
I know. It's so expensive, but it smells good. I don't know.
No, I love it. Now, before we go into the hot takes, I do have another question. I mean, so scams. I do have another question that's a bit hot take like. Okay, what's one thing about the makeup world people would be shocked to know? Because I feel like we see like reviews, we see comparing.
Oh.
We see, like, so what do you think that people
Oh, God.
would either be shocked to know or probably don't really know?
You probably wouldn't know that not all, but some influencers are paid for their reviews. So I could be paid to go and do a restaurant review. I do that a lot. So not all of them are paid, and they don't tell me what to say either. It could be a good or bad review because I'm 100% realist. I'm not going to lie and be like, the food here so nice.
Yeah.
Where they go?
Oh my God.
Like, funny
Yeah.
body. I'm not going to lie to you. If it's shit, it's shit. But there are companies that will send you PR products and then they'll be like, if you like it, you can do a review. So that's fine.
So they only want to review if you like it?
So I've had, what was it? It's like a SPF brand. Oh my God, I love them so much.
It's a
Naked Sundays.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh my God. So they sent me a PR package, not paid, not sponsored. They just sent me a bunch of stuff because I told them I love their stuff because I bought one thing. And they sent me their entire line.
Wow.
And they're like, if you want, you can make a video, but you don't have to.
Okay.
That's real PR. But then there will be companies that are like, hey, we are needing some content. If we pay you this much, we're going to send you a script and we're going to send you some products and you need to make a video exactly with this, saying exactly that, and we'll pay you. And you just have to post it on your page or send it to us to post on our page.
Yeah, wow.
So a lot of it can be scripted. A lot of it is paid. I'm not sure there's a influencer called Michaela.
I saw that.
Yeah, like I love her. She's so funny. Like her personality,
Kim
everything.
Kardashian.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I'm assuming that's how she's making her living, is getting paid to do reviews.
Yeah. Which is so interesting because, like, again, like, it's getting your bag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you balance being authentic but then also being able to monetize what you do love doing, which is
Exactly.
makeup, beauty industry, reviews and recommendations, such a big part of that.
Yeah.
So
That's why you need other streams of income within that's why I've got my own cosmetics line. I sell makeup masterclasses online. I've got a book coming out.
oh wow.
Yeah, I've got
She really said entrepreneur. She said it's not a man's world, girl. Like, she really said like I'm a triumph.
Exactly.
Wow. No, oh my God. I didn't know about this. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
God, not the book.
Okay. Okay. So what is the biggest scam product that people keep buying and wasting money on? It could be something that's gone either viral, or
Okay.
do you think it's been there for a while?
Primer.
Oh. Okay, do tell. So do you think...
Like I said, skincare. If your skincare is garbage, primer's going to have to step in to do all the work. So if you don't use serum, moisturizer, toner, all of that stuff, your primers, that's what you're going to be like. You're going to try primer after that, and you put primer on before your foundation. Obviously, your makeup's going to turn out good.
Yeah.
Because you had no skincare on before that. But if you do your skincare well, you prep your face beforehand, your foundation's going to go on like butter. Everything's going to stay on. Your face will be hydrated, and it will last longer.
So what actually is... sorry, I'm so novice when it comes
Don't
to...
worry, I
So
got
with
you.
primer, what is the difference between that and like a moisturizer, for example?
So primer essentially, I look at it in two ways. It protects your skin. So it like goes into all the pores and it fills everything out, smoothens everything so that the foundation doesn't go into your pores.
Okay.
So it gives you that smooth base
Yeah.
for your foundation to go on.
Yeah.
And depending on what kind of primer it is, if it's hydration, a gripping one, a mattifying one, the milk gripping primer,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one makes your face a bit sticky and like tacky for the foundation to stick on and just stay on all day. Amazing. I love it. I have it myself.
Yeah.
But when my skincare is great, I don't need that.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's just an additional thing you have in your kit that you don't really need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I feel like I see that all the time. Like, it's like the first step that most like beauty influencers do, which is
Primer.
primer.
Yeah.
And then they'll stick stuff to their face to say,
Yeah.
like, to demonstrate
Yeah,
like how
to look-
grippy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, now you talked a lot about doing makeup masterclasses, right? And I feel like this was such a big thing, like between like 2010, 2015. Like, I remember like wanting to go. My mum was like, no, like you're literally 9. But like, I wanted to know like how, like, why would they be more valuable, like an in-person masterclass than someone that I know you offer online as well, but then someone also just watching like a YouTube tutorial?
Oh, great question. So there's a couple of different ways you can do masterclasses. There's the one-on-one where I'm physically with you, guiding you in what technique and skill that you need to, do your makeup. And then there's the ones where it's still in person, but you're watching.
Okay.
But I feel like it's less beneficial when you're watching, like you're watching a YouTube tutorial or you're watching someone on stage, because you don't exactly know the technique or whatever they're doing with their hands, how to do it with your hands. You're only
Yeah.
trying to like, how do I
Like almost act out what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the one-on-one with me, I will grab your hand and I will show you how exactly to stabilize it, to balance it, what angle you need to go on.
Yeah.
And it's personalized to your face shape and everything. So it's really beneficial for the person, because not only do they learn how to do their own makeup according to their face and what style of makeup they want to learn, but they actually don't have to hire a makeup artist then.
Yeah, and that's what I love, because you're not like, that's one thing I do love about your service, right? And what you kind of like put out on social media. It's like a one-stop shop. You pay the investment, okay, but then you're not coming to me forever. You know what I mean? Then you have your equip with the skills to kind
Exactly.
of go forward and do it on your own,
Teach a
right?
man to fish, right?
Yeah, literally, like teach
Yeah.
a man to fish. Like,
Yeah.
you know what's so interesting for me, and my friend Sabrina, who's in here right now, will also know. So I do my makeup very much to my face. I have the most rogue makeup techniques, right? And I was telling her, like, you know what? I learned how to do my makeup on my face. I had to learn how to do it quickly and on the go, because I did dance quite a bit when I was younger.
Right.
Now, when you're young, like back in the day, my mom wouldn't even let me buy beauty blenders and like stuff like that. It was pretty much like either using her makeup or just like drugstore makeup. So I had to, this idea of blending. I learned how to blend with my hands,
Right.
right? I didn't have like this like concept of brushes and stuff. Until
Yeah.
this day, I know you're probably like, I do clean my hands, I do wash my hands, but like I will still put on most of my makeup with my hands.
Yeah.
And Sabrina's like, how do you still kind of make it work and not look like what it looks like? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like you said, it's for your face. It's how and I probably need to attend one of these masterclasses. Let's be for real. But look, to come out
Definitely
of
a
that,
one-on-one.
well, I'll definitely a one-on-one. Girl, stop. Yeah. So, but yeah, I find that like so interesting, and it's interesting because a lot of even models and people who are like in always taking photos and stuff like that,
Yeah,
their makeup looks flawless, but they've obviously learnt how to do it
exactly.
as well.
I think I find a lot of women don't know how to do their own makeup. And that's why I started the makeup masterclass. I'm just here to empower women to learn how to do their own makeup. Women are like in their 40s and 50s and still don't know how to do their own makeup. And they don't want to go out. They're like, I'd just stay home because I don't really know how to do my makeup. I can't afford a makeup artist. I can't do it. So that's why I made this class, not to make money. Because once I've taught someone how to do it, why would they come back to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm essentially giving away money.
No, I know. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're so right. You're so right. It's not even like it's tutoring or something. Like it is like a one-stop shop. Yeah. Cool. All right. This is something really interesting because, you know, obviously we see clean girl look, 2016 makeup, autumn latte, all these different looks,
latte
right?
makeup.
Is there a look that everyone's selling but no one's questioning? I have an answer for this, but I'm really intrigued to see what your thoughts are.
I don't know. Maybe the natural makeup.
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like it's just not makeup?
I just feel like natural makeup is the worst makeup. It looks bad on camera. It looks bad in person, and it doesn't last at all. Yeah. So people are making it look like this natural makeup is like the way to go. You look like an angel, like wow, flawless. But they're using heavy filters and heavy lighting to give it that natural, glowing, sun-kissed look. In real life, it looks like trash.
Yeah.
So when girls try it on themselves, they're like, oh my God, it's not working. I think I did it wrong. And like, no, babe, you didn't.
Yeah.
You just don't have the filters and the lighting that we're using.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't do it.
True. Yeah. Also, I feel like for me, it's like I'm a bit go hard, go home sort of person. I feel like if you're going natural, just don't wear it. Embrace, learn your to sit with your features, or slap it on, girl. Like slap it on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. The last question I have for scams is, how much do you think celebrity lines are actually like worth? Like, so Hailey Bieber just like sold her what's it called, Road Cosmetics for like $1 billion or something to a brown guy. I was like, okay, represent. I didn't know that Elf Cosmetics was run by a brother.
Oh,
like, I know. I
Oh,
was like,
cool.
okay.
Good on him. Sponsor me.
So obviously that's a big evaluation, right? So there's two questions in this. One is thoughts on celebrity lines because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And second is like, do you actually think they're making money?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because like a bit controversial, but I don't know anyone that would, let's say, buy the Rem Beauty line, like Ariana Grande's line. But I know that they would buy her perfume. Like I've never seen anyone.
I've never even heard of her line.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I saw it at Mecca and I was like, I don't see anyone reaching out. Like I don't even see people hovering around that line. But then I see everyone, even Kylie in the Mecca store. But I see people going to Rare Beauty if they're at Sephora, or I see people going to Fenty. And those are like the only two celebrity lines like I see. So yeah, I would love to know, like, do you actually believe they're making money? Like, what are they worth? And also, what are your thoughts on them in general?
I believe there are certain celebrities with their heart in the right place who have done the research, done the work, like Lady Gaga and her House Labs, Rare Beauty, Selena. Like, they've done the work. The products are phenomenal. Beauty influencers have tried it. I've tried it. A number of people have trialed and tested it, and it's actually good.
Okay.
But then there are brands like, God, I can't even think of one right now. But there are certain celebrity brands. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Kylie.
The Kylie. What about like what's her name? Drake was obsessed with. What's her name? Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown. Did she have a makeup line or skincare line?
Who is this?
Who is that? Do you know like Stranger Things? The main girl from Stranger Things. She has. I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, right?
Why does she have a makeup line?
That's what I'm saying. It's also like so interesting to see how, like, honestly, like when I think of having a line, right? It makes sense for a makeup artist, like Makeup by Mario, to have a makeup line because that is what he does. And then you hear celebrities that, like, I don't know, like, for example, Kylie, like the lip kits, I kind of get it because that was her thing.
Yeah.
And then she started doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like, how is that really aligning with like who you are, like what you're?
Honestly, I think Kylie and the whole Kardashian family are just bloody geniuses.
Yeah.
They milked it, bro, and they are banking it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, claps to them because
I know, right?
because why not? But then that's the same thing. Are the products good? No. They're not great. They're not horrible. The lip kits are cool, but are they as creamy? Are they long lasting? You know, like it just depends. Each product can be variable. Like some of her line is good, some is not so good.
Yeah.
But then like that's the same thing with each celebrity that develops their own line. Did they do product testing? Is it animal cruelty, like vegan?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's so many elements that goes to it. It's not just putting your name onto a makeup line. Like, did they do the work or did they just put their name on it and start selling it to make a profit? And of course they're making profit.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's crazy to think about. Okay. Now, obviously being one of the leading experts in your field, right? I really want listeners to do something practical after the glam and chaos that we've been talking about. And so I have like a few questions, right, for our aspiring makeup artists, anyone who wants to do their makeup, but anyone who's just probably inspired by what we've essentially talked about today, right? So if someone was starting a career in makeup today, what's the first thing they should do? And this is really interesting, right? And I really would love for you to touch on there's a difference between beauty influencer and then someone who wants to do like makeup artistry, like kind of what you talked about at the start of the podcast episode. So yeah, take it away, Sam.
So makeup artist and beauty influencer, I'd like to say before people even become a beauty influencer, it's like, what's your credibility? What gives you the right to become a beauty influencer? I hate the word influencer as well. I'm just like
creator.
I'm not an influencer. Like as myself, I do not ever go by influencer. So people when they do like a influencer reach out, I'm like, sorry, I'm an artist. I can promote your business, no problem. But I'm an artist. Don't put me with the influencers because I've earned my place.
Yeah,
I've put in the hard work.
Yeah, say it louder. She earned her place. Yeah,
I've got credibility. You can ask people, is Sam good at makeup? I'm like, yeah, maybe they say she should. I don't know. I'm humble.
But she is. Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm the best in the business because there's always room to grow. So in terms of makeup artists wanting to start, I would say pick a niche.
Okay.
Don't try to do everything.
Yeah.
There are some people that only do soft glam, some people that only do full glam, some people that just want to do bridal, some people that want to stay the hell away from bridal because it's very stressful. Your whole reputation is riding on that bride because it's their wedding day and everyone's going to see them. They're going to give you a review. It could be a horrible review if, their day goes wrong. But like I said, with makeup artists wanting to start, pick a niche, get good at it, and then take it from there. Don't try to do everything at once because it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it's like a doctor. You go in, you're going to be a plastic surgeon or you're going to be a heart surgeon or brain surgeon. You got to pick one.
Yeah.
You can't do it all.
Yeah.
So pick your specialty.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, which one out of those specialties, though, do you feel like I don't want to word it like making the most, but also like, you've been able to fly out. Like you've been able to go international, and some people want to also get in this. Some people either fear away from this industry or not being able to pick a niche because they don't think it'll allow them to have opportunities like that. Like, do people actually fly out people to do a soft glam? Like, I feel like if you're going to fly someone out, you have to kind of go into bridal, or you would have to go into like something where the artistry is more on show. So, what would you say in regards to that?
I would say this is a hard one because. One, you have to be really trusted by the client who's going to fly you out.
Yeah.
So most of the time when I get flown out, it's for brides.
Yeah.
Or it would be something like a friend of a friend referred me. So they trust me enough to like when I was flown to Tonga, it was through friends because I don't know any Tongans. And then the Tongans aren't going to be like, I want Samantha Singh. Like, why on earth would you want me, right? Yeah. So it would be referrals. So your network needs to be everything because your network is your net worth.
I love that. Yeah. Wait, where's that?
Don't ask me where
but I like that. Yeah, network.
When I remember a quote, sometimes it just comes out.
Yeah, it comes out. It's actually by Sam. Yeah. Okay, cool. The next thing is, what's your desert island kit for a beginner? And you can only pick 4 products. So you've probably heard the whole like if you're a desert island with 3 objects.
Yeah.
This is makeup edition.
Okay. Lip liner.
Yeah, period. Yeah.
You've seen my video where I do all the contouring and everything with my lip liner. Maybe lashes.
Your lashes are so nice. Also,
Thank you.
bring back the art of lashes. Like, too many people are like, oh, your mascara looks like lashes. No, lashes are lashes.
Yes.
Mascara is mascara.
Yes. That's why I made my own lash line.
Oh, do you? Oh, girl, like you're like, another one.
That's what I started with, though. That's what I started with because my passion is lashes.
Okay.
And I hated getting lashes extensions done because all my eyelashes would fall off, and then I just look like a naked mole rat. And I'm just like, it's not a vibe. But thank you. So lip liner, lashes, blush, and definitely SPF spray on sunscreen by Naked Sundays.
Oh, wow.
I just love it. It's
Okay.
so good.
I really need to check this out. Like,
Girl.
Naked Sundays, are you paying her? Like
I want them to.
don't pay her. Are you serious?
Please.
Oh my God.
I think I'm literally telling all my clients about it. I refer it to everyone. It's the GOAT.
Yeah. Wait, that's so interesting you haven't said concealer or foundation. I thought that most people would say that. But I love that you went like, you know what? That's like boring. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, let me get if I have my lashes and my lip liner, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, as long as I'm pink and I have my lashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Blush blindness.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah. All right, cool. So, if you had to start over today with 0 following, how would you build your brand? Because I do know that, like you said, sometimes someone who's like budding out, right? They might not even charge people, you know, but then you still want to seem like an authority because once you start charging, it's like, okay, well, like take me seriously. I'm in this field. So what would you say, like, how would you like build your brand or your credibility in the space?
Yes. So, I would say, like, I've actually been thinking about just deleting my whole page because, like, it's a mess. Like,
okay, you know what's so funny? She has like 55,000 followers. She's going, I want to delete it. Like,
I don't know. It's just such a mess. Okay, wait. If anyone's listening to this and you can help me clean my page and make it more aesthetic, I need you. So that's exactly what I was going to say. When you start out your business, your Instagram and your website, whatever, Facebook is everything. So do a brand photo shoot. Do a photo shoot, like professional photo shoot. Like, don't get your iPhones out and try and make the content yourself because you need it edited, like not so much edited and put a filter on it, but like color. Don't want to look, not washed out, whatever like that. Has to be very curated because when somebody wants to book a business, but like don't look at my page because it's a mess, okay? They're going to go on your page and going to be like, does everything align? Is everything like beautiful? Is her work on there? Can I pick a look out of there that I like, you know? So people are going to go to your page to see your credibility. So you need to make it look professional, has to be clean, has to have some kind of color coding, and there has to be a picture of you on there as well. So people know who's coming to do their makeup because you don't want to show up and then they're like, who are you?
Yeah. That's actually so interesting because like you hear so many people that go, oh, like, how to get viral online. They're like, just start posting. And then hearing what you have to say is like, no, actually, like curate the space that you have online.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Do you feel like when you started out, did you do that? Or is that something you wish you had done?
It's something I wish I had done.
Yeah.
When I started out makeup 14 years ago, I was just doing my own makeup. And then I would post pictures online of just photos of me. And then people like, oh, can you do my makeup? And I'm like, no, I don't know how to do anyone else's makeup. I can just do mine. And they're like, no, it's okay. Well, like if it turns out well, we'll pay you and stuff. So like you can just keep doing our makeup ongoing because they don't know how to do it. So that's how my makeup career started. Yeah. But then it was never in my mind to make it a business. I never wanted to scale it. It was just like a thing. And I didn't think that this would be my main source of income. This would be what got me to where I am today. It's crazy. I never would have thought of makeup having such a power to give you financial gains, get you influencing status, whatever, public figure status. Everyone wants to know you because you're a makeup artist.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I think that like a really good takeaway is if you're wanting to scale and make it a business, then you have to invest. If you're wanting to make it like a thing or you're trying to make it like a hobby, then sure, like you can do whatever you want. So I think that's like the main difference between just posting and curate that space. Yeah, cool. All right. Okay. The last question I have for you is, okay, what is your top confidence hack for someone sitting in the makeup chair who's feeling nervous? And I'm practically thinking about a bride right now. For some reason, I don't know why, like weddings, engagement, it's just like for me, I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know if it's just like my feed or like my friends getting engaged or whatever, but I'm seeing a lot of people getting engaged and going to weddings. So obviously as the bride on that special day, like you're probably nervous as hell. Like what would be like advice for someone who's in the makeup chair rather than the person who's doing the makeup?
Good. Oh, very good question. Honestly, I crack a lot of jokes. So it's kind of hard to be nervous in my chair because you're laughing the whole time. Then I kind of just have to like, shh, stop
We're not
laughing.
creasing this.
Yeah. Like, do not smile. And then I say a joke and they're like, Samantha, like, stop.
Nah.
But yeah, it's really hard to be nervous in my chair. But, you know, if I talk to a bride, I'm like, look, it's just another day. You're just going to see your hubby when you walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be great.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be nervous, only excited because
Yeah.
this is going to be like the best day of your life.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. Do you ever feel though like low key? I know like this is not an actual step. Like, have you had a bride that's been like literally a horror story? Like literally had to
Which
like
one?
No, oh my god, which one?
Oh,
Like have you had to like do it like again? Like that would be such a pain in the ass. Also, do you have to like upcharge for that? Like what happens?
Yeah, so I've never had anyone say like change my makeup.
Okay, yeah.
I've had a few horror stories. I literally have dementia. I can't even remember any of them at the moment.
I'm really hoping none of them were international though, because that would suck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember that one time I was
oh
like,
my god. Okay, so I was flown to Fiji.
okay.
I hope she's not watching this. I'm
No,
gonna die.
that's right, okay, not
I'm gonna
unnamed.
die.
It was overseas
Oh,
and there
okay.
was a bride.
So it's Australian bride. She's definitely going to know who it is now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw her under the bus. Okay,
Yeah.
so she flew me from New Zealand
yeah.
to Fiji.
Wow.
And she flew from Australia to Fiji for her wedding. I was so excited. I was like, going to get some premium content. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm like, I booked a penthouse at the Hilton and everything.
Oh,
and I was just
girl.
like, and I held a makeup masterclass there.
Oh my god! You know what I
Stuff
love
of
about
dreams.
Sam? She's going client, not business. That's the only thing she
Literally.
stands on, though. Like,
I was like, you know, I'm going to Fiji. I got to milk this one. I'm going to do a makeup masterclass there. I'm going to do a photo shoot there. I did everything there. It was amazing.
so good.
It wasn't really good because I was quite overweight at the time, and so I just looked like a shiny walrus in a beautiful sari on the beach. But anyway, that's a different
Sorry,
story.
that's what covers it up. It's fine. It's fine.
I go so off track.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, she flew me there, and I'm thinking I'm going to get some amazing content of the bride, and I've got all these reels planned. She was religious.
Oh.
No photos allowed
Oh.
at all.
I didn't know. Wait, so did she say no photos because
She
for religious
did
reasons?
not want to be online at all.
Oh my god.
I couldn't even take a photo of the back of her head.
Oh my god.
'Cause-
But she didn't tell you this beforehand.
And I didn't ask because I had assumed everything would be okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she can see that I post pictures of my brides and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I don't put it in my contract that you need to allow me to take your photos because that's your right.
Yeah.
If you don't want photos, I'm not going to do it. I respect you and your boundaries.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm never going to put that in my contract that you need to let me, even though I'm dying inside.
Yeah. like let it go, live yeah.
Oh, and then when people are like, "Oh, just leave it. Like, don't take my photos. I'll send you the professional ones from the photographer." I never get those. Never.
And also, they're not the ones that you want though. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
want,
like the bride standing over there, and
Yeah.
she's just like.
and like the husband's in it. Like, why
Yeah.
is the man in a?
That actually happened to me. I had the most gorgeous bride, and then the photographer took her photos, and she was also religious. Her husband was in all the photos, so she didn't allow me to post them because he wasn't there and he was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, so I went to Fiji, and I was like expecting this insane content that was going to fix my Instagram and everything, and no, I couldn't even get a photo with the bride.
Oh, not even memories. Like, not even to be like when you're
Nothing.
like, oh, horror stories. I can't even remember because I didn't take a photo of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But she looked gorgeous.
No, I can tell. Like, like she did look gorgeous. Like from what we think. Nah.
Yeah.
No, I bet you she did.
Yeah.
Samantha, thank you so much for today. I know like that last bit isn't really an actionable step, but it definitely is something to take away because it's forever changing and it's not what you always think it is. But if you go to one of those masterclasses, maybe the next time you do your makeup, it'll probably look great. So, but yeah, I just want to say I really appreciate your time and thank you for sitting down for me. And I feel like I've learned a bunch. I feel like our listeners have probably learned a bunch as well. But yeah, is there any other mic drop moments that you want to like leave or anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Follow me on Instagram.
Hey, period. Yeah, when she's like 55,000, let's bump that up. Yeah.
No, it could be better. Follow my Instagram. It's Samantha Singh Makeup and Hair. And I'll be doing a lot on there.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm
stay
so
tuned.
excited. No, I'm so excited.
Your device is requested to listen to the Two Factor podcast.